interviewing Dr. Delano Palma about the IMF, him to give us his own understanding of what it is and his opinion on why Jamaica turned towards going towards the IMF. So the first question we want to ask you, Dr. Palmer, is, what do you know about the IMF?
Well, my first exposure to those three letters IMF was of the International Missionary Fellowship when I was younger, and I was actually headed there to become a missionary to Haiti. My elders asked me not to go there. And then when I became more politically aware, I found out that IMF is also for the International Missionary Fund. And that was in the 70s. And our Prime Minister then was Michael Manley. And some cruel people said that IMF stands for It's Manley's Fault. So later on, of course, I think they were unkind to him. So that's my knowledge of the IMF, International Monetary Fund. Yes.
Right. So how do you see the Jamaican economy, and why do you think we have to go towards borrowing money from this bank or from this agency?
Organization. Well, over the years, we have not been as productive as we should, and that's really putting it mildly. And it does not matter which administration is in power. Over the years, our productivity level has really gone down, which means that we are actually importing more stuff than we are exporting, because when we export, we get foreign exchange, we get American dollars, and that's a benchmark currency. But because we are importing more than we are exporting, our deficit is very wide. We owe a lot of monies to international organizations, and so the IMF has come alongside us to help us to put our fiscal house in order.
Okay, that sounds interesting. Knowing that it's kind of sad that we have to go that far.
Yes.
But how do you think, or what do you think we could do if we don't turn towards the IMF? What are the other options, or what are the things we can do to keep the economy as a stronghold, or to keep the economy on a strong growth?
How would Jamaica have to change their ways?
Well, we have very few options really, and I need to put on the table that we are not just the only ones that are engaging the IMF. Countries like Greece, an ancient civilization, and Portugal, few countries in Europe are having serious difficulties, and but we are one of the poorer countries in this hemisphere. I think Haiti and Guyana are below us. Trinidad and Barbados, our economies are doing fairly well, but they too have financial problems. In fact, the United States has a very big debt to China, but we have very few options. And once we engage with the IMF, we are allowed to borrow monies from the corporations abroad, and they give us some guidelines as to how we are to spend the money so that we can come out of the problem we're in.
Alright. And so you think it's not really a bad road, it's actually a good road we're going on?
Well, I would not use the word even good. I think it's a less of all evils thereof. One of the evils is not to go with the IMF, but I think we'll sink a bit lower. So I think that, with the IMF right now,
this is the best option right now.
it is the lesser of the several evils that are facing us right now.
Okay, alright. Well, thank you, sir, for your honest opinions on the IMF and answering your questions.
And just one more thing, I think our people need to become more productive. We as Christians more productive in terms of love, joy, peace, and we need to be more productive in terms of manufacturing, agriculture, in various areas. Because when our people go abroad, very many of them become productive. It's just that when we're here, we tend to be laid back.
Alright, thank you.
Take care. And you need to send that thing to me.